FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Doyle mentioned different images of marriage, and we do have a different image of marriage. As I said, we value marriage highly. You may say, but people don't marry as much as they used to, and they get divorced more. That's very true. But we still marry more than other countries. And even among people in this country with the lowest marriage rates, such as the poor, you find that marriage is very highly valued. But it's valued in a different way than in the past. It's valued almost as a status symbol, as a marker of making it, as a way to show people that you got a successful life. That's why we see this seemingly contradictory result where although there's no reason for big weddings anymore, everybody still wants one. And in fact, studies show that a lot of couples who don't have a lot of money will say, look, I'm just not going downtown to the Justice of the Peace for this marriage, okay? If we're not going to have a big wedding, I will wait until we can. And we find that while marriage used to be paid for by the parents, it's often now paid for by the couple themselves. And what's that all about? That's showing friends and family that you've been able to do what you need to do to get married. It used to be in the 1950s that marriage was the first step into adulthood. Now it's often the last. It's the thing you do now after you do much of the stuff you did in the 50s once you got married. You finish school, you get a job, you buy a car, you get an apartment, you figure yourself stable, you have kids. All those things are now sometimes done before you get married. And if that's all done well, and you feel in pretty good shape, and you can afford a church wedding and a reception afterwards, then you go for it. Okay, that's what contemporary marriage is. It's almost like a status symbol. It's almost like the last merit badge you earn before you're an Eagle Scout. It's the marriage badge, and you get to wear it on your shoulder, which is both good and troubling. It's good because people still have a positive image of the institution. It's troubling because sometimes I think people don't spend a lot of time thinking about what happens the day after the reception. That the ideal is the wedding. The ideal is making it. And there's not much of a conception of how to live a married life afterwards. I think that's one reason why marriages are so vulnerable to breaking up.